Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2017. Now today I am featuring a Primal Kyogre rogue-ish deck, but I feel like I really felt like testing water type Pokemon because I feel like Rough Seas is going to be really important, or could be really important. Healing right now I feel is huge in standard because Mega Pokemon are dominating, like big HP EXs are the norm, and just healing a little bit of damage can really mess with your opponent's damage calculations. And not only that, but things aren't really one-hit KOing you, so if you can make a 2-hit KO into a 3-hit KO, that's actually pretty important. So that is why I want to explore Primal Kyogre. I also want to explore Mega Blastoise because it has a similar attack, less energy intensive, also conserves less energy and requires something like Mega Turbo, but I feel like it's a very decent card, so hopefully it'll work out. Now, today we are featuring Primal Kyogre, so 240 HP, that's the maximum amount of HP Mega can have. The only thing that has more is Wailord with 250, and then Tidal Storm deals 150 damage. You transfer 2 energy from Primal Kyogre to a benched Pokemon, and you deal 30 damage to every benched Pokemon EX your opponent has. Now that's pretty huge, pretty important. And not only that, but Alpha Growth, its trait, allows you to attach 2 energy from your hand to Primal Kyogre, so that's incredibly useful in order to accelerate energy, and almost potentially allows you not to have things like Mega Turbo or Max Elixir to accelerate your energy. So that's the main attacker. Then we have the basic Kyogre EX. Giant Whirlpool could be useful, probably not really. The Auto Sleep from Water Pulse could be really helpful in order to buy yourself a turn maybe, or get a 50-50 chance at winning a game or surviving a turn in order to make a comeback instead of having a 0% chance. So Water Pulse is a really good attack, and 180 HP is a lot of HP, so pretty good card here. 4 Retreat can be annoying, but we do have Manaphy-EX as support in order to alleviate the retreat costs. Garbodor being so big means I only run 1 Manaphy because there might be a lot of matchups where you won't be able to use Manaphy, but I still felt like it's an important card to have. Then we have 1 Regice, because you could transfer energy to Regice and threaten to get protection against every EX Pokemon, and I feel like a lot of people, including myself, were not really running Ranger in many decks, so I don't know if the success Vileplume Toolbox had might mean everybody starts using Ranger, but overall, at least on the Pokemon trading card game online, I feel like a lot of people are not running Ranger, which gives a lot of strength to cards like Regice, Jolteon, and Glacian. And then we have, for support and extra draw, we have the Hoopa-EX and 2 Shaymins, of course. So aside from that, we get to use Dive Ball here in order to increase consistency, so we have 3 Dive Ball and 3 Ultra Ball this time around. Supporters, we have 4 Sycamore, 3 N, 2 Lysander, which are standard, 1 Hex Maniac to go through Giratina, to go through Carving Break, and then 1 Pokemon Center Lady, because as I was mentioning earlier, I feel like healing is so important right now, and it could actually make or break a single game. And not to mention the added benefit that you get by removing some random paralysis or sleep condition that might be hindering you. 4 of these, as I was talking about healing, very important, and 4 Spirit Link in order to be able to Mega Evolve or Primal Evolve as soon as possible. And then we have 3 Trainer's Mail for added consistency, 2 Professor's Letter to make sure you can attach 2 energy at the same time to Kyogre and abuse that energy acceleration, 2 Escape Rope because sometimes the math might work out in the sense that you deal 150 damage to an 180 HP Pokemon EX and then you use Escape Rope and you're able to deal to deal 150 damage to a brand new Pokemon and deal that 30 damage to that EX Pokemon in order to KO it. And then 1 energy retrieval so that we have some energy recovery. Now, I would like to have Fisherman maybe. It is an option because it is a reusable way to get back energy. But because Primal Kyogre does conserve energy in the sense that you're transferring them around, and it's gonna be really hard for them to 1-KO Primal Kyogre, especially with things like, with something like Mewtwo, because you do transfer 2 energy away. I feel like since you do conserve enough energy throughout the game, you should be able to get by with not having the Fisherman and having the energy retrieval instead, which instead of having a reusable card, you get a one-time use, but you also get to use a supporter in the same turn. So that's the list. Now let's jump into the ladder and hopefully find some good games here. Let's hopefully find some really good games to feature. Today is Monday. Sun and Moon come out on Friday, guys. I don't know about you guys. I am very excited. English VGC content will be coming back to the channel. I don't know if any of you are interested in that, but I am very excited about that. I've been playing a ton of doubles overused ladder in Pokemon Showdown and the Pokemon Simulator, and it's been really, really fun. Okay, probably get one of the crappiest starts we could have gotten. Yeah, I don't have a Super Red, do I? That's really bad. I actually don't have Super Red, and we might actually be up against a Raticate deck, which would be a problem as well. We do see a Dive Ball and a Spinnerack. Oh no, wow, okay, so we're up against a Mega Slowbro-EX deck. Now Slowbro-EX deals 100 damage and Slack Off, he heals 60, so we're good on that part. We are okay in that department. He chooses to play Chaos Tower, so he can't be poisoned, I can be. That, I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant. Wow, and he plays the Hex Maniac immediately. Okay. Interesting choice because he does see my Hoopa-EX right there, and wow. Okay. So we're gonna lose a complete line of Primal Kyogre here. I attach the energy so that I can potentially retreat later on, and I just have to Sycamore here. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Okay, so he Mega Evolves without the Spirit Link even. And we top deck. I mean, that's gonna be 3 Spirit Links and 2 Primal Kyogres in my discard pile after this turn. And 2 Sycamores and 2 Verseekers. The PTCGO shuffling system is just... what? Are you kidding me? I have 4 Primal Kyogre, 2 Shaymin, 1 Regice, 1 Manaphy. I Sycamored and 3 Ultra Ball and 3 Dive Ball. You've got to be kidding me here. You have seriously got to be kidding me. What does LOL Roll Spin do? We both get confused here. And now I top deck the Ultra Ball. Nice. Nice, 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 except not really. Oh boy. I am at a loss here. There's 4 Kyogres, 1 Shaymin is prized. At least we have that Primal still. Wow. I mean, I could go for Regice. I feel like going for Kyogre is smarter in the long run. So I will bench this guy, I will attach the Spirit Link, I will play the Retrieval. I will attach an energy, and now, hopefully, my opponent hits himself. If I can survive one more turn, then maybe I can still work something here. But nope, he's obviously gonna flip heads. He is obviously going to flip heads. Okay. So an escape rope that we do not want to use. We just want to Sycamore once again. Okay. We actually don't find the Primal nor the Manaphy. I'm not gonna grab any energy. I need to find the Manaphy to potentially retreat to save this Kyogre. Nope, it's just not gonna happen. So basically it's gonna come down to, does he flip heads from the confusion, or do I deal damage which he heals off? Okay, if he finds another stadium, he could remove either one. So I'm just gonna pass here. I am just literally going to pass. He can poison me, sure, but he would be poisoning himself as well. That's the card he top decked. That is the card he top decked. What? Okay. I mean, things happen. Things like that very rarely happen, but they do happen, I guess. Okay, so my opponent is going first, and we saw a ton of crushing hammers, and we also saw red card. And we see water typing, pure water typing. So what is my opponent using here? Oh, this is Wailord, isn't it? Is this full Wailord? Oh gosh. Wow. No. Okay. Is it Wailord Artillery? No. It's Regice Artillery, and we do not have Ranger. Oh my gosh. I mean, best case scenario, we get a turn 3 thing, right? Best case scenario, we get a turn 3 Kyogre-EX attacking. He's going to flip Tails, which is nice. Has the energy. Has a Float Stone? No, has another Crushing Hammer. That's fair. And he has a Sycamore, because why not? Because why not? And if I were to bet, He's going to find the float stone right now. No, he grabs an enhanced hammer, that's fine. Okay, the question here is, do I feel like my best bet and only bet here is going to be to deck him out. I feel like that's going to be the only way I can win here. That, or I pull off hoops, or I pull off a Lysander escape rope kind of deal. My opponent gets mad for some reason. Yeah, but the other issue is the fact that I can't one-hit KO the belted Regice. So that's a problem. I do have my own Regice, but Rough Seas is just gonna make this really, really weird. Let's play the Trainer's Mail. I mean, if I go for the Rough Seas strategy, I'm just basically giving up on winning this game by normal methods, okay? So we just have to play smart in the sense that we prevent him from taking a knockout, and I also don't mess up the fact that I transfer energy to Shaymin, although, well, it's not the end of the world if I do. So let's just pass here. Yeah, I just need to alternate between high HP Pokemon in order to prevent my opponent from really getting things done. But he does have Delinquent though. So I will discard the energy. Why are you mad? The Sycamore and the Rough Seas. So he's not gonna attack once again. Now, there's also the thing that there's now enough targets in my opponent's bench that I can take 5 prize cards. So that's something important to consider as well. And I will be equaling his thing. Okay. Do I transfer the energy, then I hopefully retreat into Manaphy and pick up the Shaymin. Yeah. It's okay to transfer the energy to Shaymin. There we go. And I will search for Manaphy. And I will... This also makes my ends a lot better. This also makes my ends a lot better than his. As long as I prevent him from drawing a single prize card, I should be good here. So he does play an end himself. Now the issue, another big issue, is he could just save every Verse Seeker to use Delinquent. That could be an issue. That Fighting Fury Belt on Manaphy is an issue as well. We'll remove the energy, that's perfectly fine, as long as I find another one. There's an energy onto another Regice, and he will Resistance Blizzard for 80, which turns into 50. So I'm not panicking just yet. I will bench the other Kyogre. I will play the Trainer's Mail. So I do find the Dive Ball. Dive Ball will find me the Manaphy. Nope. Oh. What do I do, guys? Seriously, what do I do? To improve upon the first game or this second game? What do I do? I do not understand what to do, what to change, what is wrong with me. I genuinely do not understand. Okay, next game. At least we have a good hand here, and looks like we're probably up against Greninja. Yep, there's a Talonflame. My opponent is going first. Now we have to conserve our rough seas really well here, really well, because he might be running 4 Faded Towns, so we need to make sure that our stadium stays until the end, because that way our damage will overwhelm his Pokemon, or should overwhelm his Pokemon. And we have to manage our bench really well as well. Really well. In order to prevent giving up some easy prizes for him. Bursting Balloon is annoying. Hopefully he misplays and attaches it right now. But no, he's not going to. Okay. So we will attach. We will end. No. We will get rid of the Lysander and the escape rope. Manaphy-EX prized once again. See, I don't want to play down any Shaymin. I mean, well, I kind of, well, I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I'll grab the Kyogre. Why is my opponent mad? Can't I think? And I will end. So we do find a Spirit Link. We do find a Rough Seas. Now I'm gonna hold on to this. Now I guess his mad face was because he had a bad hand. Now looks like he has a good hand after my end. There's a Frogadier. There's the turn 2 water duplicates, which makes sense. And having no Manaphy, maybe I should be running 2 copies of Manaphy. But the odds of prizing Manaphy 2 games in a row are so low. They are so low. Okay, decides to Lysander up that Kyogre, which is very annoying as well. And wow, he has 2 Frogadier prized. Okay, that really sucks for him. That really sucks for him. But it's not like we're in a brilliant position either. Because that top deck literally forces us to not use Sycamore. So, and I discarded the 1 escape rope. And I'm not gonna find the other escape rope anytime soon. We all know that. So there's Primal Kyogre. Now having the Primal in play will or should trigger another Faded Town if he has it, which he does. So in order to maximize resources, I could counter Stadium, attach an energy, and even use the Pokemon Center late, because I'm not going to be attacking with Primal Kyogre this turn. And he does choose to go for maximum damage. So I will counter Stadium, then I will power up with Primal. If he hadn't used that Lysander, I would have had a KO right here. But anyways, and I will almost completely heal my Primal. So we're good here. We are good. As long as we eventually find Manaphy, he should be good. Now, will he go for the break here? No, he sets up another Greninja. And is angry once again. So hopefully this nets us a KO here. Goes for the bursting balloon. Attaches the bursting balloon. And uses N. That worked out pretty well. That worked out pretty well here. We do guarantee energy for next turn. We don't, however, and we can KO. He only deals 80 damage. So now we can completely heal Kyogre, preventing a KO and potentially powering up another Primal. Okay, so let's find the other Primal Kyogre. Okay, we're in a pretty good position now. The thing is, if I attack into this without using the Pokemon Center Lady, I would have 120 damage, so he could Giant Water Shuriken and attack for the KO. So my right play is definitely to use the Pokemon Center Lady once again. So you can see how clutch is coming in to play. And then I will attach an energy. I will attach the other energy. That's it. Oh! Whoops. I thought the done part was for the... This video is turning out really bad. Oh, I thought the done thing was for the ability, for the trait. There was no reason for me not to take a KO there. And I misclicked. Ugh. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay. I'll attach an energy there. I will Sycamore, because looks like my opponent's hand is not too good. I will play the Rough Seas, but now there's that risk. My opponent just keeps getting mad. Stop getting mad, dude. Okay. You haven't lost yet simply because I misclicked. Okay. So yes, I take that extra damage. I finally KO that Greninja. But my opponent's gonna really struggle to get past the other Primal Kyogre. He's really going to struggle to do that. I kind of feel maybe if my opponent was stuck, maybe he should have been attacking with Talonflame instead. And he will end. That's fine. If I can find a Verseeker, I can prevent the KO. But he could still find the break and get the KO. He finds his fourth Faded Town. So he's gonna deal 100 damage. I'll be 10 short of the KO. But with a lot of pressure going into my turn to find a single energy, and even if I do, like, I'm gonna get KO'd from the Faded Town or from the Bursting Balloon. So that Kyogre is definitely a gunner. Why do you keep doing that? So the question is, do I? Yeah, well, I'm gonna take a KO, no matter what, because I should be able to find an energy, right? So going for Shaymin seems good, seems safe at least. I will play that, and we do see the Rough Seas, and we do still have 3 energy left. There aren't any energy in my discard pile, but we should be good here. Like, if I could potentially find the Stadium, the energy, and a Verseeker, Okay, never mind. I only find the energy, and I guess I Sycamore away my other two Sycamores, which really sucks. I do find the stadium at least. And what I could actually do is retreat. I could retreat, but I don't like that option actually. Just gonna thin out my deck as much as possible. Do have Pokémon Center Lady. I do have one energy left, and I discarded my yeah, I have to optimize my energy here. So I will Tidal Storm, get the KO. He does get a KO himself, and I will transfer the energy. I can still lose here to good Lysander plays. I can definitely still lose here. I can still lose. Unless I find Manaphy, which I'm not finding. Which I am not, absolutely not finding here. Okay. So I will promote this Kyogre, of course. And now sure. He has that bursting bubble. Very annoying bursting bubble, but he doesn't have any more Frogadier. I should be able to guarantee the win here. I generally should be able to guarantee the win. He will deal 40 damage, and then I will heal 30. I will have 70 on me, and I can end away my opponent's hand. Whatever 2 cards he goes for, he'll be down to 4 cards and a single Froakie. So that's definitely my play here. And I attach an energy here, I guess. And then I go grab the N. And I N. I don't want to deck myself out. My opponent's hand is pretty big, his deck is still pretty big. He gets angry, I don't care. And now I get a KO. So the odds of him finding the Lysander are low-ish. Even if he does, I still have 1 energy left in my deck. I think there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no energy left in Kyogre. Okay, there's still 1 energy left in my deck. He's going to go for Bubble. He is going to go for Bubble, but I do have Pokemon Center Lady to prevent that. And there we go. He does flip heads. Probably gonna see another angry face, but we will be able to win this match. Wow. That required a ton of different things, and that turn I didn't attack. That was stupid. That was just absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid of me. And there's the Manaphy. And there is the Manaphy. So that would have been our saving grace, I guess. If he had somehow found more Pokemon, that would have been our saving grace. So the deck definitely worked out better this third game than the previous 2. So let's find another game. Hopefully we get to showcase more prowess of Kyogre, and looks like we're up against Darkrai Giratina, so hopefully this will be a good match. Of course Giratina can be a really big issue, a really big issue, but we do have Regice. The baby Kyogre is not a bad attacker. We do have Hex-Maniac, so there's a ton of things that could potentially go our way. And it should be a good match. It should be even. It shouldn't be one-sided, as long as we both set up. As long as neither of us breaks. If either of us breaks, then, well, you saw the first 2 games. Opponent taking a while to decide to go first. It's obvious that you're gonna go first. And we do start Kyogre Manaphy. So now we know Manaphy isn't priced, which is good news. Definitely good news. Definitely good news. Now, there's another Mega Pokemon that's on my mind right now. Mega Gyarados. I don't know, I feel like it has potential. There's so many good cards right now. So many good cards. Especially because Mega Gyarados can one-hit KO anything. But the issue is Mewtwo. Definitely a big issue for that deck would be Mewtwo. Okay, so he does start Trubbish. Carpador will nullify Manaphy completely, so that's something important to take into consideration. It should never come close to one-hit KOing Primal Kyogre. He just has the Hoopa right off the bat. Must be nice. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is not Darkrai Giratina, this is Mega Rayquaza Carpador with Metal Energy. Wow. I think we're about to get stumped. Completely stumped. And even uses Hex. Oh. I think, guys, we are about to get completely stumped, and we might even need to buy ourselves a turn with the Lysander. Wow. Okay. So I'll grab the Spirit Link here. Yeah. Okay. So my play here is to try to buy myself a few turns. He only used one supporter. Wow, we have 2 energy priced. He only used Hex Maniac as a supporter. He didn't bench Shaymin. He didn't bench a ton of things. And I mean, the odds of him finding a Floatstone, he used up a switch already as well, so that's good news. You'd expect him to have what? 2 Floatstone and 2 switch? Unless he plays 4 switch, having both already is just ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous, guys. Wow. Okay, attaches to the benched Mega, so that's good news. And he will Hex Maniac once again. That's completely understandable. I'm gonna go after the Hoopa once again, and I even top deck the other Lysander, which now I'm not a big fan of. But I'll go for it. You wanna play the slow game? I will play the slow game, and I will even... Do I want to deal that 30 damage? Yeah, I definitely do. Because if he finds the Floatstone, there's a chance he could have stayed asleep, but of course that doesn't happen. But anyways, it was a 50-50 chance to make sure my Kyogre survives. There's a guard, and he passes. Okay. Top deck, not a very good card, but I get to Sycamore now. Okay. 3 Sycamore. 3 freaking Sycamore here. Okay, gonna get rid of the 2 Sycamores, and now I will go for Hoopa. Regice is also a good card to have here. I will go for a Primal and a Shaymin. I want to leave a space open for a potential Regice. Now the thing is, if I play down my stadium first, I will draw an extra card, but that opens up the possibility for him having his fourth Skyfield stick, so it's not ideal. And I do get another energy though, so that's good news. Now the thing is, if I attack, I KO the Hoopa, right? But then, will he have, or do I transfer the energy to another Regice, or to Regice, or, yeah, nah, but I can't afford to discard another Rough Seas, I don't think, not voluntarily, nor the Sycamore, because otherwise I'd be left without anything. So I'll just take the KO here and transfer the energy to the other Kyogre. But at least my opponent didn't have like the super explosive starts here. And we do find 2 energy off of our prize cards. That's really good, depending on what my opponent top decks. But he will need a counter stadium and 5 more basic Pokemon in order to one-hit KO the Primal Kyogre. That seems really difficult. He does top deck a Trainer's Mail, which does find him a Sycamore, so if he's ever going to get it, it's gonna be this turn. There's a stadium, so he has 6 cards in his hand. He has 5 cards in his hand. He needs 5 basic Pokemon, and he attached a tool card to Garbodor. So he's absolutely given up and goes for Hex Maniac. That makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. It's like, what? Why would you do that? So, wow. We actually end up beating Mega Rayquaza based on my opponent's misplays. And, I mean, he had Zoroark and he had Garb. So that's a really weird combination of support for Mega Rayquaza. And it's also 2 stage 1s. So that does take up a lot of space, you know? And yeah, I guess we'll call it here, guys. Definitely feel free to toy around with the list. I'm not sure if the Super Art is needed or not. It does make sense to include it, maybe over the Energy Retrieval, maybe over one of the 2 Professor's Letter. You do have some wiggle room with this deck, so definitely play around with some of the spots you do have. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than usual, but it is 4 games in 1 video. So yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday, where we final feature the Chaos Gym's Darkrai Giratina list. Thank you guys so much, and bye bye.